A lot of influencers out there, especially in the new generation of TikTok influencers, seem to have a lot of entitlement. They find a little bit of fame and money, and suddenly they think they're above others. That's exactly what happened this week when an influencer got married and suddenly felt like she was entitled to a username on Instagram, even though it was already taken. It's a mess, so let's get into it. Today, we're talking about a smaller influencer named Catherine Drisk. Catherine has just over 79,000 followers on TikTok and gained a lot of those when she purchased a house with her fiance. She documented herself moving from a condo to this beautiful farmhouse, and of course, that made a lot of people start to question how they were affording this lifestyle. It's clear by her videos that she and her fiance lead a very lavish lifestyle, and once people realized who her fiance is, they figured out why. Apparently her fiance is a part of the Asplund family, and that name might sound familiar to you. Asplund is a multi-billion-dollar company that operates in the US, New Zealand, Canada, and Australia. They specialize in tree pruning and vegetation management, and even manage utilities for multiple government agencies. They're a family-owned and operated business, and according to Forbes, have a revenue of $5.4 billion. Another major reason to never compare where you're at in life to strangers online, because they might have just married into a billionaire family. Anyway, Catherine posts your typical influencer content. She shows herself shopping, working out, and she's even been documenting her wedding planning. She officially got married a few days ago, and this is where the drama starts. Catherine decided that she wanted to change her Instagram name to match her new married name, but that's when she realized there was already an account named Catherine Asplund. Instead of just coming up with a different way of getting the username by adding a few extra letters or a word in front of her name, Catherine decided to message the account and ask them if she could buy their username. We actually have these messages because the original Catherine Asplund posted them after things took a turn for the worse. She posted them to the New York Influencer Snark page and said, "Catherine Drisk Asplund is harassing me. This just happened today. I use this account to post and archive photos I don't want to post on my main account. I thought this was a scam at first. I would have given her my username for free, but her attitude threw me off." So let's get into these messages. Influencer Catherine messaged original Catherine and said, "Hi, I was wondering if I could purchase your username from you. Just got married and this is my new name." And original Catherine said, "Hi, congrats, that's my name too. I just Googled and it said selling my username could get me banned from Instagram." So everything is starting off fine. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to someone and seeing if they'd be willing to part ways with their name, but original Catherine is right. Instagram will ban you if you try and sell your username. It's a way to discourage people from taking up a bunch of good usernames or names of celebrities as a way to try and get money out of them. Influencer Catherine disagreed with that though, and she responded, "I purchased my username in the past actually. That's not true. Celebrities do it all the time. That's how they all have their handles as their full names. So weird. I didn't know there was another Asplund's family out there. There's no Catherine Asplund in our family. I see that you're not that active on here, but started Instagram in 2018, but changed your username 3 times? Is there any way I can get you to change your username one more time?" Now she's doing way too much. It's one thing to ask someone to see what they say, but now she's starting to insinuate that there's no other Asplunds out in the world and digging into how many times she's changed her name before and how little she posts. It's too much. Original Catherine responded to her and she said, "This is my Finsta. I use it for private stories. I don't want to get banned, sorry." You would think influencer Catherine would stop there. Original Catherine said, "No thank you, I'm sorry, but congrats on your wedding." That should have been it. But nope. Influencer Catherine continued messaging her, and this is where things got a little bit out of hand. She responded and said, "I actually don't believe that your name is Catherine Asplund. Who would make their Finsta their actual name? I reported you to Instagram and they're actually able to tell me your real name. I really hope I don't know you because that's gonna be really embarrassing for you." Like, what does she mean that she doesn't believe her name is Catherine Asplund? Catherine isn't an original name, and Asplund is a popular surname in different countries. And why does she think Instagram would tell her some random user's real name? Does she think that she can just call Instagram up and be like, "Hey, give me this random user's real name"?
What would happen if you just called Taylor up?
I guess she thinks that it's someone from her personal life that made the account out of spite, and this is just her way of trying to scare them into giving up the name. The original Catherine did respond, and she said, "You can report me." And influencer Catherine said, "Just did, and my fiance is too." Original Catherine responded and said, "You're asking me to do something to get my account banned. I doubt Instagram would take that lightly." And influencer Catherine said, "I'm asking you to change your username because you're pretending to be someone you're not." And original Catherine goes, "My name is Catherine." And she said, which is illegal. Obviously, she's implying that it's illegal to be impersonating someone, but it looks like she's saying that it's illegal to be named Catherine. It's like no one else in this world is allowed to have the name Catherine, and there's no other family in this entire world with the last name Asplin. No one. Just influencer Catherine. Original Catherine responded and she said, "Nope, you asked to purchase my username, which goes against Instagram rules. I just reported you." But influencer Catherine wasn't stopping anytime soon. She decided to do her own background check. A background check so accurate, so foolproof. We're talking about FBI level of background checks here by doing a Facebook search. Influencer Catherine searched Catherine Asplin on Facebook, and she couldn't find any other Asplins on there besides the family that she just married into. She took a screenshot, sent it to original Catherine, and said, "The family I just married into is the only Asplin family in the US." And the original Catherine responds, and she says, "I'm not American." Like, she really thought there wasn't even a slight possibility of someone with that last name existing outside of America. You would think that would have been very embarrassing for influencer Catherine, and she would have just apologized and moved on with her day. She just got married. She's probably on a honeymoon. But nope. She demanded to now see proof that this girl's real name is Catherine Asplin, writing, "Do you have proof that this is your name? Would love to see that." And at this point, real Catherine decided to put an end to the back and forth, and she responded and said, "Why do I have to send you any proof of who I am? This is my account. I've had it since 2018. I'm sorry we share the same name, but just because you got married doesn't mean you can have my username. If you were nice, I would have considered giving it to you for free, but you weren't. I reported you for asking me to sell my account and another report for harassing me. Have a good day." I mean, the entitlement here. She literally got married only, days ago, and thinks that she takes priority over someone who's probably had that name since their birth. The funny thing is, once this story got out, people started going back through her TikToks like people do, and she actually has a video talking about how she hates when girls get married and immediately change their Instagram name to their new last name.
Something else that low-key bothers me is when girls get married and it's not even like 10 minutes after they like do their vows. Like they're like, "Oh, go on my Instagram. Let me change my last name already." I'm probably gonna wait a couple months. I don't know. I just think it's like a little bit a lot when I see girls change it like before I even knew they were married. Like, chill.
When that's exactly what she did and went about it all wrong. Since this story started getting attention, people have also been making Instagram accounts using every single username that Catherine could have used for her handle. Pretty much every variation is taken now, which means influencer Catherine is gonna be stuck with her username for a while. People are also saying how this is a really bad look for the family that she just married into. They have a very successful business, they have clients all over the country, and no one likes rich people who think that just because they're rich, they can get whatever they want. This really is just the perfect example of how you can catch more flies with honey. If Catherine had been like, "That's fine, I understand, but if you ever change your mind one day, please let me know because I would really like to have it," it sounds like original Catherine would have maybe considered it. Influencer Catherine so far hasn't addressed anything. She actually changed her TikTok name and turned off all her comments. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. Do you think influencer Catherine went about this all wrong? And if you were original Catherine, would you have sold your username? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.